welcome back to Mimi's Mixed Bag. Today I'm participating in a tag that was issued to me from Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life. If you haven't ever checked out her channel, please do. I'll put a link down below. She does all kinds of different kinds of things, and you will enjoy her channel as well. There is several of us in the YouTube community that are trying to support each other in our weight loss journey. There's about a dozen questions regarding a weight loss journey if you are contemplating on starting one. It just helps to see, where people are at or where people are coming from, and to show that, you are not alone and that everyone has many of the same struggles. Okay, the first one is, I printed them off my phone, so I apologize to keep looking down. When did you start gaining weight? Well, I would have to say I never had a weight problem, with the exception of postpartum. I lost my baby weight both times within the year, and I just never was considered an overweight person at all until about 2003 is when I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. And it's just, that year of 2003, I just started gaining weight and, never stopped. I would say for the last 12 years, it has just been a constant battle. All right, the next one is, what was your heaviest weight? Well, actually, last month was the heaviest weight I've ever been. I'm almost 5'10", and I don't know if you realize I'm that tall. Was about 170 up until about 12 years ago. I was about 170 pounds. That is really thin for a 5'10" person. And now I am actually about 220. You can just imagine how miserable I feel. But last month I was creeping on 230, and I just said, enough is enough. I've got to do something. All right, the next one is, what diets have you been on? Oh gosh. I have been on everything. Even in high school, I thought I was fat. When you look back at pictures, please. Back in high school, we all drank Slim Fast. We've done that. I've done that off and on for the last, 30 years. And Slim Fast does work if you're just trying to cut your calories or figure out something to eat. But I have noticed that for 300 calories, instead of a Slim Fast, I'd rather have a bowl of Cheerios. It's just a lot more filling and satisfying to me. But I don't do Slim Fast anymore. Let's see. I even had my ears stapled one time. Me and a girlfriend went and had our ears stapled. And these are all, in the past 30 years, I thought I had a weight problem. I didn't really have a weight problem until 12 years ago. Let's see what else. I've done the Herbalife, but I think out of everything I've ever tried, and Herbalife was like 20 years ago, and I've done the Atkins thing, all sorts of workout things. And now this was prior to 12 years, 12 years ago when I thought I had a weight problem. I didn't have a weight problem. But I believe the most successful and the one I truly advocate is Weight Watchers. It works if you stick with it. They're business, and the more weight you lose and the more you get into Lifetime, they don't make much money off you. Their program is designed for you to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. It is slow, but the slower you take it off, the slower it comes back on. So I'm a huge Weight Watcher fan. I just am not doing Weight Watchers at the present time. What is your favorite food? Oh gosh, it would probably have to be cheese. Pizza, Mexican, if it has cheese on it, I love it. Cheese dip, Rotel cheese dip, oh my gosh, it's my favorite. What kind of food will you not give up? That would probably have to be bread. That's one reason why I wasn't real successful on Atkins. It worked for a while. It worked for a couple of weeks. Now, my husband can do Atkins and drop 20 pounds in a month. For me, I'll lose the first 5 pounds and then I just kind of stall out. But yeah, bread is something I will not give up. I just cannot do it. I mean, I've still got to have, a sandwich or some toast. It's just filling to me. And just in with bread, I mean like cereal. I do eat a bowl of cereal maybe once or twice a week. And I love popcorn. I just, and I consider that a major carb. I cannot give up air pop popcorn. So I would say carbs as in bread, popcorn, cereal. Okay, how do you reward your accomplishments? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I reward it with a cheat meal. It's probably like giving an alcoholic a drink or something, but I'm sorry, that's just what motivates me to do better the next week if I will allow myself to eat one meal a week. Now, I was doing a cheat day, and I have really tried to narrow it down to a cheat meal. It's really hard, and I'm trying to stick to it the last few weeks. It's just it's a constant battle. that is something I've been rewarding myself for, and I really should find other things, but nothing, I don't value anything hardly other than food, and it's just what's working for me right now. What will you do at your goal weight? Well, once you get, in your 40s, I'm really not so much trying to lose this for vanity reasons. It is strictly health related. I'm from a long line history, both sides of diabetes and heart disease, and I'm just really more focused on my health, benefits and things like that. My cholesterol is 220 something, and the doctor keeps telling me to knock it off, or he's going to have to put me on some kind of medicine. And I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, what diets are you following now? Well, I am just counting calories. It's kind of like Weight Watchers. I'm not depriving myself of anything as long as I count it. Weight Watchers has it broken up into points. Well, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm trying to eat a well-rounded foods, from all the food groups, but I'm trying to stick to 1,500 calories a day. I walk 2 miles at least 5 or 6 times a week. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying not to eat my exercise calories. So I do, most of the days I am right at 1,500 calories, 400 for each meal, and then a couple 150 calorie snacks. So that's how I'm kind of calculating it. So as long as I stay around 400 per meal, I usually can stay on track. And then when I walk for 45 minutes every day, that's about another 250 calories that I'm trying not to eat up. So that gives me a little cushion. So that's what I'm trying to do. What is your favorite body part? Well, like I said earlier, I am 5'10", and I don't have an exact body part, but it's a characteristic of my body that I like, and it's the fact that I'm tall. If I was short, oh my gosh, I would look like a dumpling. And the funny thing is my mother was 4'11", and my dad's family is very tall and lean, but my mother and her whole side of the family were really morbidly obese. I mean, just really seriously obese. And I think that's where I get some of, maybe the overweight genes. I don't know. My height is what I think is my saving grace in a lot of times, me trying to, look as good as I can and carry the weight. Okay, let's see. What makes losing weight hard for you? Well, I really don't have any excuses. I have the most supportive husband. He's never, ever said anything about my weight. He is always, I could put grass on a rice cracker and he would eat it. I have no excuse. And so the hardest part is just, sticking to it and not falling off the wagon when you are put in trigger situations. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Just like, for example, bunko night or baby shower or something like that. That is probably the hardest time. When I don't have those things, like the month of December, when every time you turn around, there's a party, table, a snack table, that is the hardest time, is trying to get through those trigger times. Okay, would you ever consider weight loss surgery? Well, I don't think I would ever qualify for weight loss surgery. There's people that, are way more overweight than I am that would seriously need it. And thank goodness the good Lord has created, and given men and women, doctors, wisdom to help these people. I love to watch that show, the 600-pound life, and I just love, my husband can't stand to watch them, but I love to watch those because, as a daughter of a morbidly obese mother, I do, I understand what it's like to be in that situation, where you can't even wipe yourself. I mean, excuse me for saying that, but it's true. You can't go to a doctor's office and sit in a chair, or, whatever the case might be. It's things that people do not realize. And unless you have lived with someone like that or taken care of someone like that, you have no idea what kind of life and quality of life these people have to endure. Next one is, what is your non-scale goals? What are your non-scale goals? Let's see. Well, the main thing is for my cholesterol to get back in check. And, and just to avoid diabetes as long as I possibly can. My doctor has said many times, it's not if you get diabetes, it's when you get diabetes. I've just got it coming, aiming at me, firing at me on both sides, mother and father. And so I just really hope to keep myself from being diabetic and my cholesterol. And so that is my that's my primary goal, is health reasons. So I hope you enjoyed this tag. If you are entering a weight loss journey or would like to participate in this tag, by all means, please do. I would love to hear your answers, and please be sure and comment below and tell me you did it so that I can hear what you have to say, or just tell me some things that help you, or if you'd like to comment in any way below. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.